Hey guys, Justin here with JHart Modelworks. So last week we did an unboxing on the Italy Ferrari 275 NART Spider. That is a buddy build that I'm doing with Mike from Mike's Miniature Motors. This week we're going to be doing another unboxing. I'm going to try and work on two builds at the same time. I don't usually do very good when I try this. I at some point end up focusing on one over the other. But as long as we're having fun, right? I figured we would go ahead and would unbox the Fujimi Lamborghini Gallardo. This would be their hardtop, not the convertible. The first time I met Mike, when my wife and I took our vacation down to San Antonio, Mike gave me two kits. He gave me this and the Murcielago Roadster that I built last year. I figured it would be fun to have a couple of builds going and do an old Ferrari and a less old Lamborghini. Now this is an open box kit. I've looked through the box and we are missing a couple of pieces. I have plans on how I want to resolve that. We'll talk about that while we're doing the unboxing. So let's go ahead and get this camera flipped around and let's take a look at what's in the box. Let's start with the flat stuff and get that out of the way first. We have our decals. Not bad. They are a little yellow. They give you the license plates for some Japanese style license plates and various letters and numbers, or basically just numbers, so you can make your plates. Some Japanese markings for, again, the plates. Various logos. That is your center brake light. You know, stuff like that. Pretty standard stuff. Some gauges, center instrument cluster, and these are for the headlights. Honestly, just mask them off and paint them gloss black. Not certain what that big silver box is for, though. We'll see eventually when we get to building it. Now, when Mike gave it to me, in the box was a set of Acustyon parts. These are photo etches for your grills, license plates. There's a really nice set of brake photo etch in here. There's some other stuff. I have no idea what it is. On the back, it tells you what things are, but it's all in Japanese. But these are some really nice options for the mesh. However, these are flat, and some of these pieces, like these right here in the front, are not flat pieces. So I don't know if you're just supposed to glue them on top of the clear parts that they use for mesh, or if you're supposed to fold these and put them in place of the clear parts. They got some windshield wiper blades but not arms, so maybe you're supposed to glue these to the kit parts. Not sure. I think these are supposed to be valve covers for the Lamborghini script on the valve covers. They give you a bunch of these center caps for your wheels. I'm probably going to use some 3D printed wheels. And you get a lot of seatbelt hardware for doing racing style seatbelts, like a 4-port harness. Lots of cool stuff in here. Thank you, Mike. I have gone and purchased the masking stickers for the windows from Zoom On. For the last of the flat stuff, we have two different bags of screws. And they don't look to be the same screws. They don't even necessarily look to be the same screws in each bag. There's no markings as to what's what. So this will be interesting. We're going to move on to some clear parts, and these, not going to lie, these are kind of a letdown. Optically, they're not the best. And then a big old scratch in the plastic. And from what I can feel, it's not on the outside. That scratch is on, looks like it's inside the glass. And that's going to be a theme, because this looks like maybe that's just where some of the glass met together, kind of like the swirls on the Tamiya kits. But you can't paint over glass. You get the same kind of behavior here on the headlight covers. Right there. There's another one. Right there. And I'm talking up here, not this down here. This is where you paint the bottoms of these gloss black. Now right here, it's easier to see with the darker background. You can see that it's almost like a mold scene, but it's perfectly smooth. This is inside the glass. So there's no sanding and polishing that if it's in the center of the glass. And there is a lot of glass. There's tons of clear parts in here. Some of it's mesh, some of it's not. Some of it is, side markers, tail lights. You then get a second set of glass. These are your front grills. So like I said, there's the photo etch is going to sit on here, but it's going to need to bend. So I think I'm just going to use this as like a guide or like a bus and press it into place so that it makes those bends. And I guess I'm just supposed to glue it on top of this. I'll have to take a closer look once I get into doing the grills. Then we come to the side windows. So this part is fine. You've got this part up here, right through the center of the side window. And again, there's no ridge here. It's inside the plastic itself. It goes all the way through. And it's both of them. Now my original plan when I saw that was, I'll just cut that out. And I'll just glue the front part in, and I'll put the rear part in, and I'll do the window down look, because I like the window down look anyhow. Except that those side windows contain the black trim. So you can't just cut that center section off. You have to have that trim in place. And if you try to just scribe it out and eventually cut it out, these are so thin, these trims are just going to snap off anyhow. It's not worth the hassle. And we have some rear mesh. There's 3 parts of mesh here, and then there's the mesh that surrounds the exhaust tips down here. Moving along, we get 2 chrome sprues. You get a satin chrome tree, which has your wheels on it. Like I said, I am most likely going to end up using some different wheels. You get a shift center for the automatic with the flappy paddle, as well as the shifting ball and the shifter for the manual. Any guesses which one I'm going to build? Next, we have our shiny chrome sprue. This contains our mirror faces for the side mirrors, our exhaust tips, as well as our headlight projectors. We have our tires. From what I can tell, do not appear to be branded tires. They're pretty generic. They look pretty nice. A little bit of sanding, clean up the centers. It'll all be good. Get rid of these little nibs. They appear to be thinner in the front than in the rear, but they do not appear to be staggered diameters. They appear to be the same diameter. Black tree, you get a second set of wheels that are in black if you didn't want to go the chrome look. It looks like you have like a complete copy of the chrome sprue, just in black and not in chrome. So this is an open box kit. Maybe, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what Fujimi was thinking. But if you want to chrome these your own or paint them different colors, you could do that. You get the front lower suspension arms and the front end for your chassis. And this is your engine. So there's a piece that goes under here. And then there's an air cleaner piece that goes on top. Pretty basic, pretty typical Fujimi type stuff. We have a big old chassis plate. There's that top of the engine I was telling you about. Some of your suspension spindles. And there's the engine. This is the bottom of your engine. Moving on to the yellow. We appear to be missing some pieces, but that's okay. Part number 1, the kit instructions say you don't use part number 1. The kit instructions don't show part number 4 at all. I've looked through the instructions. The instructions don't call for either of them, so we should be good there. We have our seats, which, again, I'm not in love with. I will most likely change those out for something else. And this, on this sprue, we are missing some actual parts. These two pieces here are the mirrors. So somebody at some point in time used the mirrors out of here. And that's okay, because I've got a replacement option. 3D VM on Colts 3D has the mirrors for the Lamborghini Gallardo. So I've 3D printed some up. Like I said, always print some spares. I busted one off so I can just do some test fitting. Moving on to our last yellow sprue, we have our interior tub. Interesting choice to put this on the yellow sprue and not the black sprue. Center console, some exhaust pieces, dashboard. The brakes look very detailed, and then we're going to add the AccuStion photo etch rotors. This is the other piece that we are missing out of the kit. And this piece is kind of this rear spoiler bit that goes right across the back part of the body. You can kind of see in the panel lines in there where that goes. Yeah, there's your angle. It just kind of follows along, those panel lines right there. I have a solution for that as well. On Colts 3D, there is a creator named Penguin101. He does cars. He does 3D printable cars. They're pretty basic. They're almost all one piece other than the wheels. They're very small. He says you can scale them to whatever scale you want. I think they're probably Matchbox cars or Hot Wheels that he's scanned in with a scanner. But they're fairly accurate. So I grabbed one. I looked at it because he has the Gallardo. So I grabbed the Gallardo. I looked at that file, and he does have the rear spoiler. Now this piece has the right curve to it. It has the correct curve across this way. It has the correct curve where it goes down and then curves back up. It has the correct curve along that back line. It looks to be perfect, and the way he modeled it, it wasn't a separate piece. It's all one body. But I was able to take the body into Blender and delete everything except this and get a properly printed out part that appears to even have the standoffs in it. So you're going to have your engine cover lid in here. And then in theory, I did some measuring with my digital calipers, scaled everything up, and it looks like it's going to fit pretty much perfect in there. So we'll just have to do some test fitting, get the engine bay in place, get the engine cover in place, and see if this stands in the correct position or if it's too high or too low, and make some adjustments. But that solves that problem. Which takes us to the last part of the kit, and that is the part everyone really wants to see. That's the body. Molding is really clean. Panel lines are a little shallow, so we'll definitely want to rescribe them. Mold seam wise though, there's not a lot of mold seams. They're in places where they should be easy to clean up. It actually looks like they, for the most part, just follow this edge, and they've got them in areas that are pretty well hidden. Alright guys, that is a wrap for the unboxing for the Lamborghini Gallardo. Thanks for hanging out with me. I always appreciate you watching the videos and supporting the channel. I'm going to get started on this, and I will catch you on the next one.